What's up, Familysteaders? I hope everyone having a great morning, great evening, great afternoon. Today, I'm gonna show you how to grow peppers in containers and in the ground. Growing peppers are super easy because peppers are super resilient. You can grow peppers in the ground or you can grow them in containers. Today, I'm planting 25 different peppers in red clay mixed with cocoa and compost. Never try to grow peppers in red clay only, because red clay is too compact for peppers. That's why we add cocoa and compost, because it helps loosen up red clay. A great time to start your peppers is 2 to 3 weeks before your last frost date. That way you can get a head start, because peppers can take 2 to 3 weeks before they germinate. So the first pepper we're gonna plant today is called a Habanada Pepper. And it's a Habanero pepper without the heat. So we can't wait to see what those taste like. Check it out. We got our first pepper in the ground. This is how you take your pepper starts out of its container. Take your fingers like this, put it through, turn it over, and it's that easy. Voila, magic. So check it out. We're finished planting our first row of peppers. We got a Habanada pepper right here, a yellow bell pepper right here, an orange bell pepper right there, and a red bell pepper right there. And it's that easy. So now we're gonna move on to this row. And the first pepper I'm gonna plant right here is a Sweet Bonnet pepper. It's like a Scotch bonnet pepper without the heat. And in this last spot, we're gonna plant a Tabasco pepper. So if you're wondering where Tabasco hot sauce come from, right here. And let me show you guys a trick before we plant this pepper plant. And this is how we multiply our pepper harvest. You see this right here? Right there. The top of this pepper plant, we're gonna take this off just like this. We're gonna pinch it off. And what this is gonna do is force our pepper plant to branch out. So instead of just having one stem, it's gonna have two. Check it out, let me show you guys an example. You see this one right here? This looks like this because we pruned it. See, all the way down here. So instead of just having one stem, now it has two. So that's gonna multiply our harvest. Right here, we're gonna plant a Carolina Reaper plant. And remember what I was just telling you guys about? Multiplying your harvest. See, we have two stems instead of one. This is another perfect example of multiplying your harvest. So this next section we're gonna name Jalapeno City, because we're gonna plant a yellow jalapeno right here, an orange jalapeno right here, and a green jalapeno right here. So you see this right here, the top of the plant. Pull it back so you guys can see. Right there, all you have to do is take it off, just like this. And this is gonna force your pepper plant to grow lateral branches. And it's also gonna force it to grow two stems instead of just one. Check it out. We just planted 20 different peppers right here in this area. See? Now all we have to do is plant 5 more over there, and we're gonna plant 5 different peppers in containers. So I know your next question is, when is the best time to plant peppers? The best time to plant peppers is when your temperatures are consistently above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, because peppers hate cold weather. A great thing about peppers is that you can grow the same pepper plant for years. All you have to do is protect them from cold weather. So you can bring them inside the house, bring them in the garage, or put them in the greenhouse. And once the weather warms back up, you can just bring them back outside. And what that'll do is give you a head start on your pepper harvest. So right here, we're gonna plant Scotch Bonnet yellow peppers. And that's an orange habanero, and that's a red and yellow habanero, orange habanero, and another Scotch Bonnet yellow. Check it out. All of these pepper plants were not pruned. See how they look? One stem. You see this right here? This is what branches out once you prune this off your plant. So instead of just having one stem, they will all look like this because all of these were pruned. See? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So now that we're finished planting our peppers in the ground, I'm gonna show you how to plant peppers in containers. And after that, I'm gonna show you how to fertilize your peppers. So when you're growing peppers in containers, you wanna remember 2 things. The first thing is make sure you put your pepper plant on some type of feeding schedule. You wanna also do this when you're growing peppers in the ground. The second thing is to remember the size of your container depends on how big your pepper plant will get. Unless you're growing something like a hot burrito pepper plant that only gets 2 to 3 feet tall no matter what. So what are we using to grow our peppers? Today, we're using cocoa and red clay. You don't have to use these 2 things. Even if you're using garden soil from the store, remember, you can mix some of that soil with your soil that you have at home. That way you can stretch out your soil and you don't have to use the whole bag for one container. I'm using cocoa. And red clay. And this right here is one of our hot burrito pepper plants. Another great tip is if you see little flowers on your small pepper plants, you want to take those off because we want the plant to focus its energy on getting bigger before it start producing peppers. So just take those off. See all of these branches? That's because we pruned our pepper plant. Now I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can fertilize your plants. The first way is worm castings. All you have to do is sprinkle some of this around the base of your plant every 2 to 3 weeks. The second way is using some type of all-purpose organic fertilizer. All this is alfalfa meal, kelp, and bone meal, and it has a super low NPK. So that way, if you're a beginner, it lowers the chances of you burning your plants because the NPK is super low. And all you have to do is feed your plants this every 2 to 3 weeks. The third way is using fish fertilizer, and all you have to do is use a little bit of this and some water, mix it up, and water your plants. Now I'm going to show you how to use all 3 of these for your peppers. We also like to take some of our comfrey and just mulch it on the top of our plants. And what this is called is chop and drop. So the first one we're going to use is worm castings. This is how worm castings look. See that? And all you have to do is sprinkle a little bit around your plants every 2 to 3 weeks, and it's that simple. The second one we're going to use is our all-purpose organic fertilizer, and this is how it looks. And all you have to do is the same thing. Just take a little bit and sprinkle it around your plants every 2 to 3 weeks. So all we're going to use is a little bit. You don't even have to measure it out. We'll stir this up. And that's how you fertilize your pepper plants. And I almost forgot one more thing before we finish watering our peppers. And this is a question a lot of you guys ask. Can you grow hot peppers next to sweet peppers? Yes. Will growing hot peppers next to sweet peppers make your sweet peppers hot? No. But will it affect next year's seeds? Maybe.